Okay, so I couldn't do this video quite the way I wanted to. This is the how to swap the ratchet. But okay, so here's the thing, right here. Okay, you see this? Okay, this panel right here. You see this panel? Yeah, there's a pin through it, and you want to remove that pin right there. It's not gnarled at all. It's just one smooth pin. So if you can get something thin enough in there and hammer it through, you can get it out. One thing is getting something thin enough. This is a very tiny pin. Because you want to do that, because if you don't, you're going to stress the plastic. And MMC solution is, oh, just cover up the damage with the heat, with like a hairdryer. Don't. No. Just remove the pin. And then from there, you can remove these 4 screws. And then that lets you get the old ratchet out. Remove these 4 screws. Or at least loosen them. You probably don't want to completely remove them. You just want to loosen them enough so that you can lift this panel up. So you can remove the ratchet right here. Then this whole thing right here should be able to lift up, and you can just lift this whole thing off, and look, the ratchet just comes out right there, like that. See, pretty straightforward. And here's the new ratchet. Now remember, they only give you one, unfortunately, so if you have problems with this side, you're gonna have to figure that one out. I'll show you what to do with arrows too. So you just remove this piece right here, and you want to swap it over. And then there's a screw inside here you want to remove as well. You want to remove that entirely, including this piece right here, and there's also this little blue piece and the spring in there as well. And you want to swap those over. And also in here, I believe you remove these 2 screws. I want to just take this apart even further because I believe this is how you have to do this. Remove these 2 screws right here, or at least loosen them. Because this one's not going back in, so I'm just going to leave it out. Loosen those screws enough. I believe you can separate this piece in. Yep, okay. On the incursus or impetus side, if you want it tighter, get in here and tighten down that screw right there. Go ahead and just tighten that one down a little bit. And theoretically, that should help a lot with getting the... It should help with the ratcheting, so that's a little tighter. Theoretically, of course. I have no idea how much that actually works, but someone's claimed that it worked for them. That's a little tighter right there. So yeah, that does work. So that should be enough. If you do that on the other side, do the same sort of thing on the other side, that should be enough. Yeah, and you try, put this thing back in, put it in the new one, spring first. Just believe there's a, yeah, there's also little divots in there. So you want the, these openings lined up like this, and put it in. You want to put this one in so it's the same, facing the same as the other one, and then push it down and screw it in. Yeah, see, that one's tighter. You can just slot that in. Make sure I'm doing this right as well. Yep, okay. Make sure it's facing the right way up and put the thing back together. So yeah, don't just not remove the pin because they didn't tell you to. I don't know why they're insistent on damaging the figure. Because that is, when you heat it up, oh yeah, the stress mark will go away, but yeah, it's not actually gone. You're just covering up the damage. Okay, now it doesn't want to actually... I actually have to remove that one. I honestly think this one also just kind of came undone. Yeah, it screwed itself in. Alright. Yeah, I think that screw got misaligned a little bit on this side. There we go. Okay. Screw that in, screw that in. Screw that all in. All four of them, because they're nice and snug, but don't strip the screws. Probably actually use a powered screwdriver, but or something, or a drill. Yeah, power drill, but now theoretically that should help. Let's see. I'm gonna put this on the. This is right, screws. Totally forgot about those. I could put that together real quick. So it doesn't come apart on me when I'm trying to do a demonstration. There we go. Theoretically, this one's also tighter now. All right, but okay, so let's see if it's how this works. Yeah, see that one, it doesn't fall as easily. It doesn't take as much effort. It takes more effort. And I haven't. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on the impetus side real quick, just to, I guess, show off what's going on there. Get out of the way. Okay, that's just... Alright, you can see this is the impetus side. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't take much. So I'm going to fix that one myself on my own time, but on this side, once I get it all back to how it's supposed to be, somewhat close. All right, on this side, I'm gonna plug it in, latch it in, and then, oh yeah, that's a lot tighter. They ain't moving. Yeah, that's a lot tighter, that's a lot better. So there's that. Yeah, so the other thing, you can do basically two things. You can contact MMC and get a replacement for this side as well. They will seem to like they're actually doing that as of right now. Or go in there yourself, do the same thing on this, except just open that up further and tighten down that other screw, and it should help tighten that down a bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and replace that pin, which, yeah, that part's a bit of a pain in the butt too. And I'm gonna remove Assaultus there, and yep. So I just got to get that put back on and be good to go. And yeah, I'll do that on my own time because I'm not going to be able to do it here because the way I'm set up, I don't want to damage the background or anything. So yeah, just put the pin back in somehow. And I'm not sure, I'm kind of was flying by the seat of my pants myself. But yeah, just get it, put that, just don't just remove this part and just kind of squeeze it out. That doesn't work very well because you're just going to damage this. And then you're gonna cover up the damage with a heat gun, and that's not the way you should do it. So yeah, and this also makes it easier to get access to everything. So I just say just remove that pin. It's easier in the long run. So yeah, that's it. I hope this was helpful in some way, even if I don't show you exactly how to remove the pin. It's difficult to film because of how I had to do it. So yeah, that's it. And I hope this was helpful, and I hope you check out the full review.